So, magandang hapon. Ito si Surgeon General again. Yung pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay patungkol po sa Department of Justice. Okay, so last meeting, okay, napag-aralan natin yung tatlong branches po ng government natin. So, namely, the executive branch, the legislative branch, and of course, the judicial branch o yung judiciary. So, this time around, we'll be discussing some of the cabinet departments of our country. Okay, so we'll have their history, the functions, the roles, the projects, the activities, okay, and the social services offered to the constituents, okay, and the attached agencies, of course. So we'll be discussing that one later on. Okay. So, unang-una, of course, dapat magkaroon muna tayo ng background. Okay? Kung kailan nagsimula ang departamento na ito. So, yung Department of Justice po, nagsimula po ito noong andyan pa po yung tinatawag nating revolusyonaryong pakikibaka. Okay? So, sa panahon po yan ni Emilio Aguinaldo. Okay, prior to that, nagkaroon na po sila ng tinatawag nating Revolutionary Assembly in Naik, Cavite on April 17, 1897. So after that one, nung karoon na po ng tinatawag nating solidarity sa part po ng mga Pinoy, so the task was given actually to Don Severino de las Alas. So siya po yung kinoconsider natin that time na head po ng Department of Grace and Justice. So ang kauna-unang pong pangalan ng Department of Justice natin ay ito po yung Department of Grace and Justice. Now after noon, nung nagkaroon tayo ng proklamasyon ng independence sa Kawit, Cavite po, on June 12, 1898, of course, ang presidente natin dyan ay si President Emilio Aguinaldo na siyang kauna-unahang presidente ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Siya po ay nag-issue, nagpalabas po siya ng isang decree, okay, noong September 26, 1898, na kung saan ito po ay nagsasaad na dapat i-reorganize po ang departamento. So a year later, okay, ng deklarasyon na yun, dumating po yung mga Amerikano, and of course natalo tayo, diba? Kasi parang savior yung labas ng mga Amerikano dito sa Pilipinas noon kasi natalo nila yung mga Espanyol. Okay? So ang nangyari, nagkaroon sila ng establishment ng kanilang civil government. Unang-una noon ay yung tinatawag nating military government muna. Okay, then later, nagkaroon ng civil government. Okay? So, under the American military, nagtatagpo sila ng tinatawag nating Office of the Attorney of the Supreme Court. Okay? At yan po yung pumalit doon sa Department of Grace and Justice natin. Okay? And on June 11, 1901, binago po yung pangalan ng departamento. So from Office of the Attorney of the Supreme Court, pinalitan po yan ng Office of the Attorney General. Okay? And on September 1, 1901, naging Department of Finance and Justice naman ito. So yun po yung transition ng pangalan o changes, okay, ng pangalan ng departamento. So babalikan natin, unang pangalan niya, Department of Grace and Justice. And then pinalitan niya nung dumating yung mga Amerikano ng Office of the Attorney of Supreme Court. Pangatlo, Office of the Attorney General, at yung pang-apat ay Department of Finance and Justice. So kung nakikita ninyo dito, yung Finance at saka Justice, nasa isang bubong lang sila. Okay? At kung titingnan natin sa kasalukuyan, separate department na po ito ngayon. Okay? Ayan. So in 1916, nagkaroon din ulit ng reorganization. So the department became a separate entity and was given executive supervision over all courts of first instance and other inferior courts. So dito na nagkaroon talaga siya ng kanyang sariling departamento. Although last time, okay, dito sa department, ay wala din. Okay, so grace and justice, so may ano pa rin siya. Pero ito yung kauna-unahan. So dito, isang pangalan na lang, Department of Justice. Okay, so dito. So ayan. So mayroon na po siyang tinatawag nating supervision, executive supervision ha. Okay, sa lahat po ng korte at iba pang mga inferior courts, mga lower courts natin. Nung nagkaroon tayo ng pananakop, okay, dumating yung mga Hapon dito sa Pilipinas. Ang nangyari po, yung department, okay, became a commission. Okay? So the civilian government established by the Japanese in 1940, they changed it into a ministry. Okay? So yung departamento, yung Department of Justice natin, pinalitan po ito ng ministry. Okay? So pagkatapos po ng gyera noong 1945, so yung Philippine Commonwealth Government natin, it also renamed and re-established the Department of Justice. So bumalik doon sa Department of Justice. So yun yung masalimuot na pangyayari at pangalan ng ating Department of Justice. So napakarami niyang pangalan actually. So, dahil na rin sa mga siguro at changes sa mga pabago-bago na mga dahil na rin siguro sa tinatawag nating iba-iba yung nanakop dito sa atin. Okay? Ayan. So, yan po yung pangalan niya until such time na dumating yung martial law. So, there was this presidential decree number 1 na kung saan nagkaroon po ng letter of implementation number 20, okay, noong December 31, 1972, na nagsasaad ang departamento ay dapat binubuo siya ng ganito, yung mga sumusunod na ito. So yung Department of Justice, meron dapat na Office of the Secretary. Okay? Ayan. And the Financial and Management Service, meron din dapat ito na Administrative Service, Technical Staff, okay, the Prosecution Staff, the Legal Staff, and the Judiciary Division. Okay? Ayan. So the Commission on Immigration and Deportation, the National Bureau of Investigation, the Office of the Government Corporate Council, the Board of Pardons and Parole, and the Bureau of Prisons, and the Citizens Legal Assistance Office. Okay, so yun yung mga attached agencies na meron siya. Pero ngayon, may bago na po yan. So titingnan natin mamaya kung ano-ano pa yung mga attached agencies na meron siya. Okay? Kasi marami na pong nagbago. So that was 1972. So under the 1973 Constitution naman, okay, dahil po bumalik tayo sa tinatawag nating diktatorya, nag-change po tayo ng form of government from democracy to dictatorship. So ang nangyari, yung saligang batas natin na palitan din po yan, yung 1943 Constitution natin. Okay? So, ang 1935, yan yung binding pa noon. Kasi yung 1943, that was just used noong panahon ng mga Hapones. So, the previous administration prior to Marcos actually used the 1935. Okay? At ang nangyari, pinalitan ito ng 1973 Constitution. Okay. So dito, naging Ministry of Justice na siya. So since nagkaroon po tayo ng change ng form ng government, Okay, so kung dati departamento siya, ngayon ang ginawa nila, ito na ngayon ay ministry. Okay? So until such time na bumaliktad po yung military, okay, sa kay Marcos, at nagkaroon nga tayo na pagkakataon that time na lagyan ng tuldok yung tinatawag nating martial law. So 1986, nagkaroon po tayo ng people power revolution. Okay? So ito nga yung pinaka-cheapest na revolution actually. Okay? So ang nangyari, bumalik ito sa department since nag-change na rin po tayo ng form of government natin from dictatorship or dictatorship to a republic again. Okay? Democratic republic form of government. Okay, so ayan. So with the adoption of the 1987 Philippine Constitution and the Administrative Code of 1987 or Executive Order number 292, the Department of Justice was renamed as Principal Law Agency of the Republic of the Philippines, serving as its legal counsel and prosecution arm. Okay, so yun na po yung ginagampanan ngayon na role po ng ating Department of Justice. It is already considered as the country's legal counsel and prosecution arm. Okay? So, yun po. Sa kasalukuyan, okay, so yung DOJ po natin or yung Department of Justice natin, nagpapatuloy po to pursue its primary mission, and that is to uphold the rule of law, okay, with its justice for all motto. So, yung gusto lang po nito ay magkaroon po tayo ng hustisya para sa lahat. Pero of course, in reality, mahirap po talaga kunin yung tinatawag nating hustisya ng ganun kadali. Kasi minsan, in the different agencies that we are having, okay, here in the Philippines, some of the agencies actually are corrupt. Okay, not really the agency, but the people working inside the agency. So parang ganun po. Okay. Now, of course, yung composition kanina, iba na po kaysa kasalukuyan nating mga attached agencies. So kung kanina, ipapakita ko ulit sa inyo. So ayan, ito po, yung pula. Ito yung composition ng departamento. Okay, mga attached agencies yan. So sa kasalukuyan, so ito na po ngayon yung mga attached agencies na meron ang Department of Justice. So unahin natin, of course, yung tinatawag nating Office of the Secretary, okay? Na kung saan it is composed of the National Prosecution Service, the legal staff, the administrative, financial, technical, and planning and management services, and of course the Board of Pardons and Parole. Okay? And the constituent and attached agencies are the following. So ito na yung mga attached agencies na tinatawag. So the National Bureau of Investigation, yung NBI po, under po sa Department of Justice yan. So ang nangyayari po kasi, pag hindi po mabagal po ang pag-usad ng kaso o ng investigasyon at yung police po ang humahawak noon, so may tendency talaga once that the president or any person in authority demanded for the quick investigation regarding particular case, especially pag ito ay mga big time na kaso, so pumapasok talaga dito yung NBI natin. And isa pa na dahilan kung bakit papasok yung NBI natin, so minsan kasi there is this alleged cover-up, okay? So sa side po ng mga police natin. So para mawala po yung bias na yan, so magtutok over po dyan o magtitake over po, yung Bureau of National Investigation po natin. Okay? So aside from that, we have also this one, Bureau of Immigration. Okay? So under din po yan sa Department of Justice. We have Public Attorney's Office, yung PAO po, kung saan dito po nabibigyan po ng libre na assistance, especially yung mga unfortunate na kababayan natin na kung saan nagkakaroon ng mga kaso na hindi kaya magbayad ng private lawyer. So, pwede po tayong pumunta dito, okay, sa PAW. So, yung PAW office natin dito sa Tacorong, makikita po ninyo yan siya sa loob po mismo ng City Hall ground. So, kung napapansin nyo dito, mayroon tayong gym, and then sa gilid nun, mayroon po tayong building dyan, I think barangay hall po ng poblasyon kay dati. At yung sa gilid nun, sa loob din mismo ng building na yon, sa gilid nun, so dyan na po yung tinatawag nating PAW office natin dito sa Tacorong. Okay? So ayan. And of course, yung Office of the Solicitor General, yung sikat na si Kalida. Okay? So ayan, yung OSG natin. And Office of the Government Corporate Council, yung OGCC. Then of course, we have the Bureau of Corrections, yung Bucor natin. So yung Bucor Secretary, Commissioner natin ngayon ay si Pandag. Okay? Na siyang nagpa-eradicate ng tinatawag nating mga kubol. So nasira na po yun. At salamat naman. Okay? Kasi para bang yung mismong enforcer pa yung takot sa mga preso. Okay? At saka hindi natin maisip o lubos maisip talaga na kapag sinasabi natin mga ecstasies, ang talagang pinupuntirya nila na source ay ang nasa Bucor, yung sa Bilibid. So bakit ganon? Okay? So napakahirap po isipin talaga na despite na nakakulong na nga sila, okay, meron pa ring illegal activities na nangyayari sa loob mismo. So, paano na lang yan? Okay? So, kung hindi po maayos yung legal system natin at saka yung penal system natin, para bang siguro kung ikaw yung andon, nakulong ka nga, pero hindi ka naman ganun ka, anong tawag natin dyan? Naka-quarantine o kaya na-isolate, so parang wala ding effect yung pagkakulong mo kasi parang nakakagala ka pa rin sa loob at nakakagawa ka pa rin ng tinatawag nating illegal activities, especially sa part ng mga drug lords. Okay? So, yun yung isa sa mga problema natin dito sa Pilipinas, yung viewport talaga natin. Kasi ang nangyayari dyan, siguro, I think, sinasampal sila ng ilang milyon siguro. Okay? So, sinasampal sila ng ilang milyon, especially yung commissioner natin noon. So, sa time ni Pinoy, siguro, at saka yung previous pa na mga commissioners natin. So, baka yun yung pumipigil sa kanila. Okay? Na sitahin yung mga illegal activities na mayroon ang mga big time na mga inmates natin. Okay? So, ilan lang yung nalaga sa kanila sa time ni Duterte. Actually, I just don't know kung how true yung COVID cases na yun. Okay? So, kasi may 8 high-profile inmates kasi guys, okay, na namatay. Kasali na dyan si JV Sebastian. Okay? So, na-dedo sila guys. Tapos, pina-charge sila sa COVID. Pero, ang hirap kasi na i-justify nun kasi wala kang evidence na talagang hindi, I just don't know. Kasi parang umiyak din yung doktor doon ng ng Bucor dati. Doon sa interview na parang sila pa yung sinisisi o nagkakaroon pa tayo ng hinala. Pero of course, kailangan din malaman talaga ng madlang people na namatay nga sila. Only that yung protocol kasi doon natin sa COVID, pag namatay ka, dapat hindi ka tatagal ng 24 hours. Okay? So, susunugin yung katawan mo. So, i-cremate sila. So, sana makaprovide sila sa atin ng tinatawag nating mga picture or video man lang. Okay? Na talagang tinamaan yun ng yung mga inmates na yun ng COVID-19. Di ba? So, kasi pag sinabi lang nila na, ay, namatay si sa COVID, o saan yung patunay mo? Okay? Siguro hindi naman sa pinaghihinalaan natin sila totally. Pero andun yung andun yung baka naman o baka sinampal sila ng ilang milyon, papalabasin lang na namatay sa COVID tapos sinunog yung katawan nila. Where in fact, nasa labas lang pala sila ng kulungan o pinalabas na pala sila sa kulungan. So, may mga ganong mga kasi practices. Okay? So, yung iba nga nakakagala na. Kaya nakakagala nga sila sa labas ng bilibid. Okay? So, nagpapa-picture-picture pa. So, isa din to sa mga problema natin. Then we have also the parole and probation administration, yung PPA natin. Okay? Then Presidential Commission on Good Governance, ang PCGG. Naitatag po ito noong panahon ni Corazon Aquino. And then, ito po ay natasan na ibalik yung tinatawag nating mga ill-gotten wealth ng mga iwaling opisyal at most especially sa panahon ni Marcos. Okay? O ng mga Marcoses mismo. And then we have also the Land Registration Authority, yung LRA natin. So, ayan. So, aside from that, okay, so meron din tayo dito na Interagency Council Against Trafficking or yung IACAT. Okay. So, ayan. So, yung vision po ng Department of Justice natin ay ito. So, a just and peaceful society anchored on the principles of transparency, accountability, fairness, and truth. Okay. So, of course, marami na pong kaso na nagkaroon na ng final verdict. Okay. Nabigyan po sila ng tinatawag nating hustisya. Sa pagbigay po ng hustisya, so dapat magkaroon po sila ng tinatawag nating fair trial. Okay? So, yung truth should always prevail. Pero of course, minsan, of course, di natin talaga maiwasan minsan na nagkakaroon talaga ng biases. Okay? So, hopefully, hindi po masisira totally yung system because of some people na ina-abuse po yung kapangyarihan nila. Okay? Maganda pa naman ang vision ng Department of Justice, a just and peaceful society anchored on the principles of transparency. Dapat transparent sila. Okay? Accountability, fairness, and truth. And yung mission, so towards the effectiveness, efficient, and equitable administration of justice. So sana nga. Okay? So may bigay sana dapat ito. Okay? So sana makamta nila yung mission nila. Okay. So yung pledge, of course, andito po. Okay. So we undertake to provide every person equal access to justice, to faithfully safeguard constitutional rights, and to ensure that no one is deprived of due process of law. Okay. So yun po yung pledge po nila. Aside from that, the second paragraph states that our commitment is to advocate for reforms in partnership with our stakeholders to simplify processes and re-engineer system to best serve our constituents. We shall work with honor and integrity for the institution, for God, and country. So yan po yung pledge nila. So every time po na nagkakaroon po sila ng tinatawag natin mga activities siguro, kasi hindi pa ako nakapunta sa isang activity o kaya na nagkakaroon sila ng flag ceremony. Okay, so siguro ito yung binabanggit o sinasambit ng mga empleyado ng Department of Justice. So ulitin natin. So we undertake to provide every person equal access to justice. So equal access to justice, meaning to say, dapat wala pong malaleft behind po dito. Wala pong tawag natin dito, magtitiis, okay, sa sobrang tagal. Sana magkaroon sila ng quick equal access to justice. Now, anytime pwede kang ma-providean talaga through PAW, okay, ng mga lawyers na kailangan mo. Okay? So, yan. To faithfully safeguard constitutional rights and to ensure that no one is deprived of due process of law. And we have here also, okay, ulitin ko na naman, our commitment is to advocate for reforms, okay, in partnership with our stakeholders. So, sino yung mga stakeholders? Tayo po yun, yung mga other agencies, yung other departments, to simplify processes and re-engineer system to best serve our constituents. We shall work with honor and integrity for institution, for God, and country. Kaya minsan, of course, yung Department of Justice natin, okay, minsan hindi hindi rin natin masisisi kasi po may mga threat din po yan sila, especially yung Secretary of Justice. Nagkaroon lang ito ng lamat sa panahon ni Secretary de Lima, okay, kung saan she was accused to be protector, okay, of the drug lords, okay, inside the Bilibid, okay, sa Bucor po natin. Okay. So, yan po ay pwede nating masabi na hindi totoo or totoo. Pero, nakadepende po yan, okay, sa ebidensya na pinapakita sa atin. Okay. So, minsan niniwala tayo, minsan hindi rin. Kasi hindi naman solid yung evidence. Okay? Kapag may picture ka, kasi yung inaano nila doon dati, yung picture ni Dilima at saka ni Sebastian. Nagpa-picture si Dilima. Kaya na siyang secretary pa that time ng Department of Justice. So ngayon, nagkaroon ng haka-haka na baka protector nga siya ng drug lords, okay, ng mga high inmate profiles doon. So hanggang sa na-escalate yung issue na yan, and then na-drag yung kanyang pangalan totally doon. So nawala yung trust and confidence sa kanya, and then so isa din yun sa dahilan kung bakit humina yung trust and confidence ng leader kay Leila de Lima. At of course, yun yung dahilan, okay, na magamit yun against sa kanya. Okay? So, ayan. So, kawawa naman si Lila. Napagkaisahan ika nga. Okay? So, ayan. So, we have here the mandate of the Department of Justice. Okay? So, under po sa Administrative Code of 1987 o Executive Order 292, ang mandato po sa departamento na ito at saka yung mga attached agencies niya ay under po, okay, dito sa executive na ito. Okay? Executive Order number 292. Okay, so ayan. So lahat ng agencies natin o attached agencies ng departamento ito, ang mayroon pong direct supervision or direct control sa kanila ay ang Secretary of Justice, of course. Okay? I think Minardo Guevara, okay, yung kasalukuyang secretary. I just don't know, I'm not really sure, pero yung pagkakalam ko last time, okay, this year lang ata yan siya, si Minardo Guevara. Okay? Hindi ko na lungkat ngayon yung baka iba. So, we will just see. Okay? So, under the Executive Order 292, the DOJ, or Department of Justice, is the government's principal law agency. So, siya yung legal arm, okay, ng ating prosecution arm ng ating bansa. Yeah. So the DOJ, through its attached offices, is also the government's legal counsel and representative in litigation and proceedings requiring the service of a lawyer, implements the Philippine laws on the admission and stay of aliens within its territory. So under naman po yan sa BI, Bureau of Immigration. Okay? Provides free legal services to indigent Filipinos, sa PAO naman po yan, and settle land disputes between and among small landowners and indigenous cultural minorities. So sa LTA naman yan na siya na-fall. Okay? So yun po yung duties ng different attached agencies. Okay? So yung kabuuan po na mandate po sa DOJ talaga as a department. So ito po, it will serve as the government's prosecution arms and administers the government's criminal justice system by investigating crimes. So naatasan po siya, yung Department of Justice po, naatasan po talaga ito na mag-imbestiga sa mga krimen, okay, mag-prosecute po ng mga offenders, okay, yan po, and mag-oversee po sa ating correctional system. Okay? So, ayan. So, how is criminal justice system is administered? Okay? So, ganito po yan. So, yung DOJ po natin, mag-iimbestiga po yan siya, okay, ng commission of crimes, kung mayroon man. Okay? And mag-prosecute po yan siya ng offenders sa pamagitan po ng NBI natin. Okay? And yung National Prosecution Service, yung NPS respectively. So likewise, aside from that, or from those, yung DOJ din natin, pwede rin siya mag-administer ng probation and correction system of the country. Sa pamamagitan naman po yan ng Bucor natin. Okay? And Board of Pardons and Parole, yung BPP natin. At saka yung PPA, yung Parole and Probation Administration. So, yan. So, as legal counsel of the government, so yung DOJ po natin, sa pamamagitan po ng Office of the Solicitor General o yung OSG, at saka yung Office ng Government Corporate Council or yung OGCC. This department now acts as the legal representatives of the government of the Philippines. Okay? Its agencies and instrumentalities, including government-owned and controlled corporations and their subsidiaries, officials and agents in the proceeding, investigation, or matter requiring the service of a lawyer. Okay. So, ayan po. So, sa SG natin, so si Solicitor General, so nag-ano na ata, may bago na ba tayong Solicitor General o si Kalila pa rin? Okay. So, tingnan ninyo. So, ayan po. Okay. So, balik tayo doon sa ano, may i-share po ako. May iba. Okay, stop natin do. And then mag-share ako ng iba. Ito po. Yan. So, ano bang meron sa Bureau of Correction? Okay. So, yung Bureau of Correction natin, o yung Bucor, siya po yung in charge sa tinatawag nating kusdiya at saka rehabilitasyon po ng ating mga national offenders. Okay. So, that is those who are actually sentenced to serve a term of imprisonment of more than 3 years. Okay, so more than 3 years. Kasi yung mga light offenders po natin, okay, minsan nagkakaroon pa rin sila ng probation. Okay. So hindi sila directly makukulong kasi crowded na nga yung iba nating kulungan. Okay, sa dami ng kaso na meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas. So yung Bureau of Immigration po natin, of course nabanggit ko na yan kanina. So this is in accordance with the Revised Administrative Code of 1987, yung tinatawag natin Commission on Immigration and Deportation. So, yan po ay binago yung pangalan at naging Bureau of Immigration na siya. So, BI ang tawag natin dito. So, hindi bad influence, kundi Bureau of Immigration. So, under this code, okay, the Bureau is composed of 3 structural units, namely, 1, yung Office of the Commissioner. Okay. And we have the other one, the Board of Commissioners, and the other one, the Board of Special Inquiry. Okay. So these groups act as collegial bodies and exercises quasi-judicial powers, affecting the entry and stay of foreign nationals in the country. So kapag ikaw ay good alien, of course wala kang problema with these 3. Okay? Structural unit ng BI. Pero pag ikaw ay bad alien, hindi maganda yung record mo dito. Okay? When you're staying in here, so pwede kang ipa-report, okay, anytime. So long as it will be found out na meron kang hindi magandang ginagawa. So, some of them, kapag nagkaroon po ng deportation, saka hindi po maganda na yung record ng alien na yon dito. So, when I say alien again, so I'm referring to a foreigner. Okay? So, pag hindi po yun maganda yung record na dito ng foreigner na yon, so iba-blacklisted na po nila yan. Iba-blacklist na po. Dito sa hindi na po siya makakapunta, makatutungtong dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, yan. At saka kung may mga kaso po yung mga ano natin dito, so say for example, may kaso ka ng murder, okay? May warrant of arrest sa iyo, may standing warrant of arrest. Okay? So, pwede ka nilang hulihin. Okay? So, pwede ka nilang ma-trap dito sa Bureau of Immigration. So, ma-question ka. Okay? So, ayan. So, yung iba na active sa duty po, say for example, police ka, okay? Hindi ka pa nag-retire, hindi ka nag-resign, active on duty ka, hindi ka nga active on duty, kalimitan na kapag lumabas ka, say for example, pupunta ka ng Europe o US o dito lang sa Asia, so titingnan nila yung pasaporte mo at saka yung document mo. Okay? So, kapag nasilip nila na wala kang kukulang papeles at ikaw ay mamamalagi doon for how many years, so talagang i-question kayo nila. Okay? So, papasok din yung Board of Special Inquiry. Kasi may iba guys ng police, say for example, politician or say for example, basta government official ka. Okay? So bakit ka mamalagi doon? Hindi ka naman nag-resign, hindi ka naman nag-leave, hindi ka naman ano. So yan. So baka kasi may mga kaso ka pa dito sa Pilipinas, so yan pa yung tinitingnan nila. Sisilipin niya nila bago ka makalabas. Okay? So we have also the National Bureau of Investigation. So ito po yung pangatlo. And of course, malaki po yung ginagampanan na role ng NBI po natin sa bansa. Okay? Kasi hindi lang po ito nag-operate dito sa bansa, pati na rin po sa ibang bansa. Okay? Especially kapag may mga suspects po tayo on the run, okay? At pumunta po ng ibang bansa. Okay? So sila po yung nag-trace doon. So minsan nagkakaroon pa sila ng mga interagencies na mga tawag natin dyan, operations, okay? Like Interpol, okay? FBI, so depende po kung saan nakasituate yung ating suspect. Okay? So kahit sa mga surveillance po, active din po ito sila. Okay? So kasi most of the time, gusto natin na dapat masolusyonan o ma-resolve yung isang kaso sa pinakamadaling panahon. Okay? Maikling panahon, I mean. Okay? So, ayan. Para wala pong bias, walang brainwash na mangyayari. Okay? So, sila po ang natasan dito. Especially pag hindi na kinaya ng local police. Okay? At saka malaki na masyado yung kaso, mabibigat yung mga malalaking tao yung involved. So, minsan, dito na sila talaga pumapasok. Okay? So, the BI or the NBI, I mean, okay, is the one tasked to establish and maintain a modern, effective, and efficient investigative service and research agency. Or research, I mean. Okay? So, ito po yung ahensya. So, ang purpose po talaga nito, of course, ay ipatupad yung Republic Act number 157. Okay? Yeah. So, yung parole and probation and administration, o yung parole and probation administration, I mean, yung PPA natin, okay? It provides a less costly alternative to imprisonment of offenders who are likely to respond to individualized community-based treatment programs. So, ang mangyayari po nito, yung parole po natin and probation administration po dito sa Tacorong, doon po yun makikita sa may yung papuntang, anong street nga yan dyan? So kung yung street ng Kimsan, Ledesma, papunta pa doon sa pinakadulo. Okay? So I just don't know kung tama yung street na ano ko. Pero yung pinakadulo, yung harap ng Kimsan, diretsuhin niyo lang yan siya papunta doon sa dulo. Okay? So yun yung doon natin makikita yung PPA natin dito sa Tacorong. So kung may mga kaso po, light offense lang, first offense usually ang term nila. Pag first offense po, tsaka hindi ganun ka-grave yung offense mo o yung kaso mo, pwede ka pong bigyan ng tinatawag nating probation period. Okay? Usually, it would take siguro mga 1 year to 2 years, okay, para matapos mo yung probation stage mo. So, naranasan na rin namin ito kasi nahuli ko yung father ko last time. Okay? So, illegal gambling. Okay, parang ganon. Okay. So, yung iba alam niya na alam nila yan, especially yung third year na alam. So, alam nila yan. Okay? So, kami for probation. Okay? So, ayan. So, yung parole kasi guys, binibigay ko yan talaga doon sa mga na-convict na. Pero yung probation, yan po ay sa mga first offender na ang offense nila ay very light. Okay? So, pagka pangalawang beses mo na pangatlo, so hindi na applicable sa yung probation, even though light pa yung iyong tawag natin dyan, offense. Kasi repetition na po yung ginagawa eh. So hindi na po yan. So papatawan ka na talaga ng fines niyan. Okay? Then we have also Presidential Commission on Good Governance. So naitatag po ito, as I've told you, okay, earlier, itinatag po ito ni Presidente Corazon Aquino para po i-accumulate po yung ill-gotten wealth ng mga Marcoses. Yun talaga yung main purpose niya noon kung bakit siya itinatag. Until now, ganun pa rin, maraming kayamanan na actually ang nakuha nila, na-retrieve nila from the Marcoses, pero marami pa rin po ang hindi po na-retrieve. So kung makikita niyo sa YouTube, so especially yung interview po kay Imelda Marcos, kung gaano sila kayaman, so makikita niyo doon kung saan nakalagak yung mga kayamanan nila, yung pera, yung gold, okay? So sabi nga ni kaya nilang bayaran yung utang ng Pilipinas. So With that, of course, masasabi talaga natin na sobrang laki siguro talaga ng pera na nakulimbat nila. Okay? So, ayan. So, kahit hindi man nila sabihin na wala silang ninakaw, pero of course, with the amount that they have in the bank, okay, and the gold bars that they have in the bank, so sino ba namang hindi maniniwala doon na wala silang kinuha? Okay? So, we have also the Public Attorney's Office. Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay? So, ayan. So, kung wala kang pera, nahirap ka, so pwede kang kumuha dito. So, last time dito rin kami kumuha. Okay? So, Public Attorney's Office. Okay. So, ayan. So, kasi nakasabi kasi sa sariling batas natin na ikaw ay dapat mabigyan ng government ng kaukulang ano yan, yung legal assistance. Okay? Kung hindi mo kaya, so punta ka ng PAW. Okay? Ayan. So either yung victim dito o yung ano yung nag-complain ang siyang pwedeng kumuha. So kahit sino. Okay. So ayan. Then we have the Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution. So this is to promote and develop and expand the use of alternative dispute resolution, yung ADR nga natin. Kung pwede lang naman pag-usapan, why not, di ba? In private or public sector. And to assist government to monitor, study, and evaluate the sue by the public and the private sector of ADR or alternative dispute resolution, and recommend to Congress needful statutory changes to develop. Kasi may iba na obsolete na hindi na kaya pang tugunan yung mga issue o mga problema. So kaya kailangan na naman na magkaroon ng bagong batas para ma-address yung kasalukuyang issue. Okay? So, ayan. And strengthen and improve ADR practices in accordance with world standards. So, ayan. Then we have also the Office of the Government Corporate Council. So, in here, ang kanya pong pagka-establish ay noong December 1, 1935. Okay? Under po siya sa Department of Justice pa rin. Okay? So to date, it has emerged as the premier law office of government-owned and controlled corporations po natin, o yung GOCCs natin. So yung GOCCs natin, guys, ito din po ay nakakapag-generate po ng revenues natin, yung pera, kita para sa gobyerno. So hindi lang po sa tax na mabuhay actually yung government natin, kundi pati na rin sa income actually ng mga GOCCs na ito, kagaya ng PAGCOR. Okay? So yung PAGCOR, of course, may ano po yan siya, may income, nag-generate po yan siya. So ang mag-generate din po noon, so yun yung mapupunta sa national government natin, okay, sa National Treasury. Yung PCSO natin, ganun din. Okay? So, yung lottery natin. So, lahat ng proceeds actually tinutulong din yan. Bumabalik din yung iba sa National Treasury natin. Okay? Including their subsidiaries, other corporate offspring, and government-acquired asset corporations. So, ayan. Then we have the Solicitor General again. Okay, so the Office of Solicitor General, which is an independent and autonomous office attached to the Department of Justice for budgetary purposes, is the legal representative of the government. Okay? Take note, legal representative of the government of the Republic of the Philippines. So its agencies and instrumentalities and its officials and agents in any litigation. So kung ano pa may na kaso, so especially pag ang involved ay yung official natin o isang ahensya po natin, okay, o yung bansa talaga natin, A preceding investigation or matter requiring the services of a lawyer before the local court system or international fora. Okay, so si Solgen po yung bahala sa iyo. Okay? So, yan. So, ito na yung last. Okay? So, the Land Registration Authority. Okay? So, ito po yung nag-i-issue po. It is mandated to issue decrees of registration and certificates of titles and registered documents. Yung patents po, sa kanya din po ito. And other land transaction for benefit of landowners. Okay? Aside from that, we have also agrarian reform beneficiaries and the registering public in general. Okay? So to provide a secure, stable, and trustworthy record of land ownership and record interest therein so as to promote social and economic well-being and contribute to the national development. So yan po yung ginagampanan na role ng LRA natin. Land Registration Authority. So, yung titulo po. Okay, ayan. So, kung may lupa ka, gusto mong kunan, so, ayan, pumunta ka lang doon sa LRA. So, ano nga ba yung function ng ating Department of Justice? Okay, under sa ibang mga batas. Ayan, so sa Human Security Act of 2007 o yung RA 9372, kung saan ito po ay nagawa at nakadesignate po dito yung secretary natin na ex officio member. So relative to this, under EO 292, Executive Order 292, the secretary is also an ex officio member of the National Security Council or yung LSA natin. Okay, which advises the president with respect to the integration of domestic, foreign, and military or political, economic, social, and educational policies relating to national security. Okay, so maraming concern dito. So, taga-advise, okay, sa presidente. So, yan yung dating ng Department of Justice Secretary. Okay. So, pertaining po or relating to national security. Ayan. Whether that is a domestic or foreign or either dyan po yung sa military aspect po ba, political aspect or economic or social, and even educational policies po natin. Okay, so siya po ay may karapatan na mag-advise. Okay. So sa Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act naman po ng 2006, so, ang meron lang dito sa kanya ay administrative supervision. So, yan po yung ginagampanan na role ng DOJ Secretary natin. Okay. So, this RA 9344, this was the reason for creating the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council. Okay. Yung mga offenders natin na below 18. So, ayan. Yung JJWC. So, ang ano natin dito, supervision lang talaga, administrative supervision lang ang ginagampanan ng secretary. Okay. Sa Anti-Trafficking in Person Act of 2003 naman, or yung tinatawag nating RA number 9208. So, dito, yung secretary natin, okay, chairman po siya. Okay. Ayan. So, chairman po siya. So, ano mayroon dito? So, this act mandates the prosecution of persons accused of human trafficking, and for that purpose, created the Interagency Council on Trafficking or yung ICAT natin. Okay. IACAT. So, ayan. So, marami po kasi dito sa Pilipinas na of course ako makapit na sa patalim minsan. Okay, dahil sa hirap ng buhay. Okay, wala silang magawa kundi magbayan, yung iba na punta sa prostitution, yung iba napunta sa tinatawag nating mga street crimes, okay, offenders. Okay. So, ayan. So, may ano po yan, may mga traffickers po sila. Okay. So, minsan yung ibang mga Pilipina o Pilipino, I mean, so dumadaan sila dito sa backdoor natin, dito sa Sulu, sa Mindanao, para mga ibang bansa. Okay. So, pag nahuli ka, of course, may pahinatnan ka. Okay? So we have also the Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act of 2002 o yung tinatawag nating RA 9165. So ito yung pinakasikat actually na batas sa panahon ni Duterte. Okay? Yung Republic Act 9165. So kung pupunta ka ng tinatawag nating korte, pag binasa mo yung mga cases doon, okay, na naka-print, okay, naka-post po yan siya, especially during hearing. So, kalimitan nakikita mo, RA 9165 talaga yung offense. Okay? So, I just don't know kung matatapos yung problema ni Duterte regarding drugs. I think matatapos lang siguro. Yung term niya hindi pa rin ito matuldukan. So, that's for sure. Kasi marami pa rin nakakalusot. Okay? Siguro may mga protector pa rin ito sa mga iba't ibang ahensya. Okay? So, hindi lang natin lahat kasi mahirap na. Okay, baka mabalikan tayo. So, pawang opinion lang po ito. Pero, for sure, okay, yung opinion na ito, medyo may 50% naman siguro okay, na totoo. Na mayroon na talagang tinatawag nating protector. Okay? Or protectors, marami. Especially sa mga drug dealers natin. Okay? Kasi hindi naman yung makakalusot kung honest lang lahat okay, ng enforcers natin. Okay? Kasi nga, yung iba, yung problema, nagkakaroon pa sila ng pagbenta. Say for example, may nahuli sila. Ganito yung amount na nahuli nila ng shabu or cocaine o ecstasies. So, yung iba binabalik sa market. Kaya ang nagpabalik noon ay mismong mga enforcers din. Kaya yung humuli. Kaya para pagkapirahan. Okay? Kaya ganun po ka hirap. Okay? Puksain yung droga. Kasi mismo sa loob ng departamento, meron ding mga hudas. Okay? So, ayan. So, we have also this Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2002. So, this is Republic Act number 9160. Okay? So, this created the Anti-Money Laundering Council, yung AMLAC. Okay? To which the DOJ is a support agency through the investigation of money laundering offenses and the prosecution of offenders. So with the DOJ Anti-Money Laundering Desk or DOJ EMLD, the DOJ works in close coordination in the LMC in its task of combating money laundering and financing of terrorism. Kasi hinahaitan po natin yung monitoring natin, especially since lumabas itong si Ka Eric, guys. So it was mentioned in there, kung hindi nyo kilala si Ka Eric, siya po yung isang NPA, nagbalik loob po siya sa gobyerno. So siya ngayon yung nag-expose okay, sa mga makakaliwang grupo na andyan sa Kongreso po. Okay, na kung saan sinasabi doon na mayroong financial assistance yung NDF, okay, yung mga CCP, NPA, na galing po sa Europe, okay, sa Netherlands, okay, yung iba sa Russia. Okay, so yan ay isa sa mga patunay, okay, kung hindi man siya ginagamit ng administration, guys, para pahinain yung grupo ng Makabayan Black, And since hindi lang po siya mag-isa, siguro 70% siguro na totoo talaga na meron ng pag-finance po ng mga terrorism activities natin dito. Nagaling po sa labas ng bansa at hindi lang po galing dito. Okay. So, ano pa ba ang pinag-uusapan natin? Yung pera po, okay, na laundered. Okay. Ayan. So, say for example, mag-open po kayo ng account sa bangko. So, tinatanong talaga dyan, okay, saan ba manggagaling yung iyong investment? Mayroon bang nagpapadala galing sa labas? May negosyo ka ba? Sa salary mo lang ba manggagaling ito? Kasi pagdating ng panahon, guys, na sobrang lumobo yung deposits mo doon, yung na-invest mo doon na pera, si for example, yung trabaho mo, isang security guard ng Bureau of Customs, na kung saan nangyari na po yan actually, okay? May several accounts siya. Okay? So, gagamitin na natin na example yon. Okay? Yung security guard ng Bureau of Customs na yon, marami siya account sa mga bangko. 5 hanggang 7 ata. Okay? At saka malalaki yung pera na andoon. So, ang tinatanong, paano siya naka-raise ng amount na yon? So, yun yung malaking katanungan. So, of course, may mga rason din siya, pero hindi kinatigan yun. Okay? Hindi pa pinaniniwalaan yun ng authorities natin. Kasi with that amount, guys, hindi mo kaya erase yun pag ganun yung trabaho mo. Hindi ko naman sinasabi baka yung iba na mga security guards natin ay may mga business din. Okay? Pero in that particular case, okay, yung sinasabi nating security guard ng Bureau of Customs, napaka-imposible na siguro yun na magkaroon siya ng 7 accounts at saka malalaki pa yung pera doon na andun sa 7 accounts na yan. Okay. So, yung iba, yung ginagawa nila, nagkakaroon sila ng smuggling. Okay? Yung iba, pinapasok sa mga poste, okay, sa mga maleta, yung pera nila. Kasi ang kailangan mo lang naman is $10,000 pag pumunta ka ng ibang bansa. Okay? O pag papasok ka dito sa Pilipinas, $10,000 ang dapat dala mo. Okay? So, ayan. Yung iba, of course, marami silang ginagawa na mga remedies para makalusot yung pera. Of course, isa na dyan yung bayaran at suhulan sa Bureau of Customs para hindi po ma-check. Okay? At yung nangyayari dyan, ang madalas ay binibigyan din yung mga tao doon na nakakaalam. So, talagang mayroong connivance sa loob. At proven na po yan. Okay? So, mayroon na po mga exposes na may mga whistleblowers na po na lumabas, okay, na mayroon nga ganong activities. At kung alala ninyo, si Biason, yung commissioner ng Custom, so isa din siya sa mga napatalsik actually. Okay. Yan. So, dahil sa drugs na nakapasok sa metal na yun, okay? So, yan na nawala. Okay. So, we have also this one, the Witness Protection, Security and Benefits Act. So, this is Republic Act number 6981. So, this mandates the DOJ to formulate and implement a witness protection program, security and benefit program, okay, for the admission and protection of the witnesses. Kaya kung ikaw ay isang witness at saka meron kang threats, at saka yung kaso na yun, medyo bigatin yung mga kalaban mo, so you should seek the help of this department and the Department of Justice para mabigyan kanila ng protection. Kasi pag hindi, madidedo ka. Okay? So, ayan. So, we have also the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act of 2004. Okay? The RA 9262. So, in here, yung department as a member of Agency of Interagency Council on Violence Against Women and Children, or IE, IAC, VAUC. So, ang kalimitan pong nangyayari dito ay monitoring. Okay? So, it monitors the body of government initiatives to counter violence against women and children. So, ayan. So, RA 9262. Okay, so yung Department of Justice then ang may supervision. Okay? So pwede siya actually mag-ano sa yung ginagawa pala lang ng departamento, of course, okay, ay mag-supervise. So ang natasan dito ay yung IAC BOWSI. Okay. So we have also the rape victim. Okay, Rape Victim Assistance and Protection Act of 1998, or RA 8505. So, which mandated the DOJ to participate in interagency efforts to establish rape cases, crisis centers in every city or province for the purpose of rendering assistance to the rape victims. So, I just don't know dito sa Tacorong kung meron ba ito. Yung pagkakalam ko, yung bahay, yung sa Davao na binibisita ng ating social workers, hindi ko matumbok yung exact, bahay pangarap. Okay, yung bahay pangarap sa Davao. Okay? So isa yan. I just don't know dito sa Tacorong kung mayroon. Pero for sure, mayroon talaga yan bawat city, okay, or probinsya. So hindi ko lang alam yung location. Okay? So we have also this one, Administrative Order 211 of 2007, okay, which designated the DOJ as member agency of the Task Force Against Political Violence, tasked to undertake the prevention, investigation, prosecution, and punishment of political violence. Especially, paparating na naman yung election natin. Okay? And if you have noticed, isa sa mga pwede natin example dito ay yung yung Maguindanao Massacre. Okay? So, ayan. So, maraming reporters po. Okay? Ang nadali doon. Okay? So, ayan. So, we have also Executive Order number 180 of 1987. So, which created the Public Sector Labor Management Council, of which, in here, the Secretary is a member, okay, to provide guidelines for the exercise of the right of government employees to organize. So, pwede po silang mag-organize. Okay, so pinangangalagaan din po yan na ating Public Sector Labor Management Council. So, ayan po. So, yung secretary po dito ay miyembro po. So, kailangan niya rin mag-participate. Okay. So, we have also here the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. So, this is the Republic Act number 7610. Okay. So, pursuant to the said law, the Executive Order 275 of 1995 designated the Secretary as the Chairman. So, yung Department of Justice Secretary natin dito ay siya yung Chairman, okay, ng Special Committee for Protection of Children. Okay. So, ayan. So, other tasks, okay, falling within the multifarious duties of the executive branch to administer the laws devolved upon the department through the secretary to it. Okay, so ano nga ba? So, we have the anti-dummy law. Okay, so Commonwealth Act number 108. Okay, so this was amended by Presidential Decree 715 na kung saan ang Secretary po ng Department of Justice is empowered to authorize the employment of aliens as technical personnel in the management of a franchise, a business or enterprise expressly reserved for or by law to Filipino citizens or corporations or associations whose equity at least 60% of which is owned by Filipinos. Kasi po sa Pilipinas, meron tayong tinatawag na Filipino First policy. Ang atin pong hatian dito, 60% para sa mga Pilipino, 40% para sa mga aliens. Okay? Kapag mayroon pong association or corporation na naitayo dito. Okay? So, ayan. Kay Quirino ata yan. Siya na, ano. So, Filipino First Policy. Kay Quirino. So, ayan. So, we have also here the local government code. Okay? Especially section 187 of 7160, which vests in the Secretary appellate jurisdiction over the constitutionality or legality of municipal tax ordinances and revenue measures. So, involved din po yung Secretary natin dito. Okay? And sa Executive Order 640 naman of 2007, yung DOJ Secretary natin ay natasan din na magkaroon ng administrative supervision over the Presidential Commission on Good Governance, yung PCGG natin. Okay? So, yun po yung kabuuan ng ating meeting. Okay, so I hope this will help you in your quiz, and this could add on something new to your brain cells. Okay, so sana may maano po kayo.